Hey friends, it's Amy. I am going to show you today how I organized all these photos that were spread throughout my studio and put them into a great little container right here. Okay, this is completely embarrassing, but this is how I had my photos. I'm not even kidding. I had them piled up in boxes, in containers, and they are just waiting to be organized. And I enlisted Anne-Marie's help because the reason I figured I got to this place where there were so many photos just in random piles was because every time I would go to try to organize them myself, I would reminisce and I couldn't figure out a good way to categorize them. I would just have Jack or family and the piles would be too large. I also felt frustrated because I felt that I needed to have them in chronological order, and that drove me crazy. So what's nice is that Anne-Marie was able to clear off a big space, get these in piles. She used Post-it notes to write down the categories. Some were broader, some were more narrow, and she came from a third-party point of view that didn't have too much emotional attachment to it, which was really nice. If you don't have somebody else to help you, I suggest setting a timer and perhaps you'll be a little bit more focused. We also had a distraction.
Who's that baby? Who's that guy? Jack. That's Jack! Good job! He was a baby. Who's that? Who's that?
Mama.
Mama. Who's that little guy?
Jack.
That's Jack! Oh, what a cute little guy. Who's that?
Dad.
Dad?
Mama.
Mama, yeah. Good job.
To make your folders, you simply want to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm using this by American Crafts. You might want it to be different colors like we have here, and all you do is fold it right in half, like so. Then you'll want to group all your photos into the folders and put your Post-it note on top, right here. Grab your free printable. This is what it looks like. I'll link below. I printed mine off on American Crafts cardstock, so it's a little bit heavier weight. The idea behind this is for you to be able to fill out the subject, and the date is completely optional. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. I definitely didn't. And you could do it any way you want. I'm going to use watercolors. So I'm taking this set here and my favorite Royal 2 round brush and just filling in the subjects. I'm going off of the Post-it notes that Anne-Marie had written, and if there are dates that I kind of know roughly, I'm going ahead and filling those in. But like I said before, no pressure. You can do this however you'd like. I think it's awesome to be able to have a system where at least I know where to look. And now that I'm thinking about it, I would have probably wanted these in alphabetical order, but it's not that big of a deal to me. I would suggest if you are putting them in rainbow order as far as the folders go like we did, then you could perhaps alphabetize them as well. But it's another one of those things that you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. Find what works for you and do that. I love that these are a perfect size to paste onto the top of the folders. Now I say folders because all they are cardstocks folded in half. So I'm just going to take the newborn Jack one and add adhesive to just the bottom part. One strip right there. Now when I turn this over, I'm lining up that line that's printed right on the top of that piece of paper, or the cardstock. And this picture's a little bit too big, so I'm just trimming it down so that it fits into this folder nicely. And now I can take this Post-it off and repeat the whole process. You may actually be wondering as you're watching this video why I have so many photos printed to begin with. Well, it's something that I do for work, but also the fact that I am a sucker for all those specials that run on Shutterfly or Persnickety Prints or Snapfish, and I just order all the photos just in case I need them. The good thing is now I have a system for when I receive them, I can just make a new folder and slap a label on, put it right into this container. Okay, so I love how organized my photos are. It's such a great, simple, easy way to get a bunch of pictures that you have laying around into a system of organization so that you can find them when you want to use them. Hopefully you feel inspired to use it and organize your photos, or perhaps you've already been organized all along. I'm thinking that this will work for me, and I hope you found it informative. Alright, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon!